I was inspired to make this video after my last video on this topic did really well, and since multiple people have decided to go and break the records that were in that video.
I'm now the world record holder for the longest ball carry in Rocket League at 49 minutes and 36 seconds.
So I thought I'd show you guys some of the more crazy world records, some of which are from the last video that have been broken in this video, and some of these are completely new random world records that nobody's really ever talked about. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Be sure to leave a like if you do, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Alright, let's start this off with one of my favorite world records, and this one actually comes from the competitive world of Rocket League with everybody's favorite Italian Rocket League player, Kuxir. And this actually happened in a game from RLCS's early days. This was an actual competitive Rocket League tournament at the highest level. This was the Season 1 regional playoffs of RLCS, and Supersonic Avengers actually did manage to beat Flipside in Game 7, but it's Game 6 that I'm really interested in. Kuxir managed to score 7 of Flipside's 8 goals that obviously made them win Game 6 to force Game 7. Now this one, I believe, is never going to be broken again, just because of the kind of skill gap that is, no longer present in RLCS that was sort of there at the time. It's not really possible, I don't feel, for, an RLCS player to score 7 goals in a game now. But at that time, Flipside was Flipside, and it was possible. But yeah, this is a pretty crazy record. Number 9 goes to the highest MMR in Rocket League, and, I could be wrong about this, but currently Alpha 54 has 2,254 MMR in doubles. And I know he was a little bit higher earlier. Now, I'm not sure if this is the highest of all time, but it's got to be close. I don't think anybody's hit like 2,300 MMR, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong about this. But yeah, this is pretty impressive when you think back over the last 9 seasons of Rocket League. And remember that for the most part, players couldn't even hit 2,000 MMR. And it's also sad to think that this is like basically twice my MMR. But, I did hit Grand Champ once, so that's cool. Did I get it? Okay, last time I talked about the dribbling challenge world record, and I believe it was held by Super Kitty at that time. Well, now Ganer actually holds the record, even though he does it by kind of skipping certain levels, which is pretty funny, and doing other levels rather unconventionally. I guess we could almost consider it 2 different world records, where you have the conventional way, and then you've also got his way of actually skipping levels. So Ganer completed the timed dribbling challenge in 4 minutes and 14 seconds. That's right, the thing that you and I probably can't even do in under 45 minutes. He did it in close to 4 minutes. And again, he skips a few levels, but still, go actually try to do it the way that he does it and skip those levels as well. Alright, number 7 goes to the most black market items in a single crate opening, besides, the crate opening with like 2,000 crates that Tryhard did. I'm keeping this record within 200 crates. So this one goes to Pickapixel, and in a single crate opening just recently, he opened 5 black market items, which his record before was 3, and then in this one, obviously, he got 4, and then a 5th. So he actually broke his own record, which is pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh! Yes! Certified is over 5! 5 black markets in 1 crate opening. I don't think I'm ever going to top that. We didn't just break the record, we smashed it. A Guardian Solar Flare.
Alright, number 6 goes as well to Ganer with the world record most flip resets on a flip reset goal. In the last video about this, he had 7, so that was the Septa flip reset, and now he has the Octa flip reset. So 8 flip resets. Yeah, I'll say this. If Ganer or anybody else, but it'll probably be Ganer, could get to, a 10 flip reset goal, so whatever that would be, I'll do a crate opening video. That's right, you heard it here. It's gonna happen at some point. I know somebody will get 10 at some point. And when it does, I'll make a crate opening video just in honor of that person. Alright, number 5 is pretty random, and it's actually the most viewed Rocket League video of all time, and it's probably not going to be beaten anytime soon, unless Sunless Khan can come up with something, super juicy. So it's actually the Jurassic Park trailer, and it's pretty funny because nobody even uses these cars. And that's the beauty of hype, in a really well-made trailer. And I bet you this trailer and this deal that they made probably brought in a lot of people to Rocket League. But then, it's kind of ironic, those people come into Rocket League and realize that everybody just just basically uses one car. Nobody uses these cars. But yeah, besides this video and besides videos that Rocket League's put out, I believe the most viewed Rocket League video that, you know, isn't put out by Rocket League is the viral Mercs deck video, which has like 8 million views, which is also pretty great. All right, number 4 goes to the most demos of any player in the game, and it's this guy named Toothboto, and he's a player that has managed to get over 70,000 demos in Rocket League. So I got this information from the demo king himself, Rocket Sledge, and he informed me of this little thing, which is the demo leaderboard that you and I will probably never be on. So if my math is correct, and this person had the game since it came out, that's over 50 demos a day since it came out in June of 2015. So yeah, this is pretty, I don't know, unbelievable, I guess. Number 3 is the longest win streak for show matches on Johnny Boy's stream. And you know, it's no surprise, this one goes to Fairy Peak with 15 wins in a row, which was actually about a year straight of non-stop winning on Johnny Boy's stream versus, you know, obviously some of the best players in the world. Basically, Fairy Peak is a monster.
It's time for Fairy Peak to try and defend his streak. He's undefeated on my stream for over a year of show matches. 15 series in a row he has won, and in those 15 series his win-loss ratio is 49 wins and 9 losses. So the first match in this series is going to be a pretty cool one, because it might not be possible. Fairy Peak has lost his first series in over a year, and OSM with a stunning win. Holy cow.
And also, little side note, after he lost his match to OSM and lost his win streak, he actually went on to win 10 more in a row. Yeah, Fairy Peak. All right, number 2 is the first person to reach level 1000 in Rocket League, receiving the wonderful in-game title of Rocket League Demigod. So I have to say, this is pretty impressive. I'm not sure what takes more dedication, getting to level 1000 or getting 70,000 demos, or winning 15 show matches in a row. Now, some think these kinds of numbers mean that these people, you know, have no life or whatever. And that's not how I view it. I think these people just love Rocket League so much that they've devoted a big portion of their life to just playing it, or, you know, getting a bunch of demos.
I just figure if I gotta be in school, I might as well hit some people while I'm at it.
All right, number 1 is definitely my favorite, and this one goes to LED XR3 with his beautiful 500-second air dribble. That's right, 500 seconds with no mutators or anything. Now, this one's my favorite because it so clearly shows how much better and how much more controlled players have gotten, you know, over the course of Rocket League's 3 or 4 year career. Just to put this into perspective, my personal record was around 14 seconds, and I consider myself a pretty good air dribbler. But yeah, big props to LED XR3. This is one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen in Rocket League.
Holy shit! This is fucking stupid. This is stupid. This game's broken. Wait, was that 8 minutes? I can't count. I think it's fair to say at this point that I can do whatever time I wanted. I feel like that's fair to say at this point, that if I set any amount of time, I could do it.
Okay guys, I have a little bonus record for you that's pretty amazing, and I had to include it, but this one actually happened while I was making the video. So I had known that Muri had done like a 40 or 50 minute air dribble, but the air dribble basically is, you know, using certain mutator settings, and it's a really good way to work on air dribbles and work on like being able to have the car control to carry the ball for a really long time. Anyways, I messaged him while I was making the video and was like, hey, do you have a clip of that? Because I know he did it on Twitch. And the clip he sent me really just had him finishing the air dribble, so he didn't have any clips of him doing it. So he was like, okay, I'm just gonna go do it right now. And he was actually texting me while he was doing it. And was like, oh, I got to 20 minutes, oh, I got to 30 minutes. And so he got to 1 hour. At the moment, this is the world record for air dribbling with these mutator settings. Basically the mutator settings that Squishy used a long time ago to air dribble for like over 100 touches, and then also Mittens did this as well. So if you guys want to try this out, I'll put the mutator settings in the description below and you can give it a try and see if you can do it. But basically the difference between this and air dribbling with no mutator settings is that you don't have to boost very much. You can just kind of tap the boost a little bit, but it teaches you how you have to control your car and how you have to move your car to keep your car under the ball. So yeah, give it a try, check it out. But yeah, I'm sure somebody will break this. I'd love to see if somebody could get like 2 hours or 3 hours on this. That would be pretty hilarious. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like if you did and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace out.